What is up, GOAT World? It's me, your boy JDZ, and I'm back at you again with another GOAT Format video. The GOAT Format World Championship is here. It is upon us this weekend, the 21st and the 22nd. The GOAT Format World Championship will be taking place. And I want to take a little bit of time to talk about that tournament, and then I'm going to do some predictions of how I think that tournament is going to shake out. So make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to this channel. All right, first of all, the GOAT Format World Championship is going to be a two-day event. As I stated, Saturday and Sunday, October 21st and 22nd. The first day is going to be a 7-round Swiss event, 50-minute timer. And then from there, if you achieve enough victories, you will be qualified to enter day 2. We are going to take 32 of the duelists from day 1 and then put them into a 32-person tournament, double elimination the next day. Deck list will be open. Also, for this event, there are a lot of prizes on the line, over $4,000 US cash prizes going out to this event, and also some fabulous prizes as well. The GOAT Format World Championship World Topping Playmat is also going to be on the line for this, as well as the GOAT Format World Championship title belt. So it's a lot of prizes, and it's going to be a lot of prestige, but nothing more high than the title of GOAT Format World Champion, which only comes around once a year. All right, and now with me today, I have a special guest. We're going to talk about some predictions. We're going to talk about what we think the GOAT Format World Championship is going to look like coming on in. Today, I have your reigning and current player of the year, none other than Adam Teshuba, aka AJTBLS. Yo, what's up, AJT? How you feeling today, brother?
Feeling great. Happy to be here and really excited for Worlds, man.
Are you ready, dude? Are you locked in? Are you focused? Are you going to take this thing down or what? What's going on?
Hey, I think truly to my heart that I have a very good chance of winning this thing. I've been practicing a lot, and I know everybody else has as well, so the competition is going to be immense.
How we're going to do this today, AJT, you're going to have to put your self-bias to the side, because I'm going to ask you some questions. We're going to do some predictions, okay? And you can't just pick yourself every time. So we're going to, for the sake of this video, we're going to pretend like you yourself are not in this tournament and you are acting as an unbiased force. Can you do that? Can you try to do that?
Yes, I can.
All right, yes. All right. So the first question that I'm going to ask that's weighing heavily on my heart. We've never had an American take it down. Okay, there has never been a person from the United States or Canada, no North American has ever won. Do you think that's going to change this year? Prediction number 1. Do you think the GOAT Format World Championship will be won by a North American in 2023?
So when I review the World's Qualified document, especially looking at those who've qualified multiple times, I do think that this year it's going to be coming down in North America. When you take a look at the multiple invites, because of the way it's working out in terms of the advantage of having 2 or 3, I really do think that it'll stay in North America this year.
You think North America? I mean, that we had that last year, and we thought that would happen again, and someone with only 1 invite won the entire tournament, and they took it back to Europe in Dingo Sig, our current reigning world champion. But if you had to ask me, I think it's time. I might have to agree with you, champ. I think it's time. I think it is time for a North American to take it. Which country? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think, I do know. I think America's going to take it. It's USA time. I think America is going to finally hoist the title as GOAT Format World Champion. What do you think?
Uncle Sam's got a great chance.
Okay, but if it's not you, then we're gonna put on Uncle Sam. All right. The next thing that we're going to talk about is these decks. If you look at that sheet that we're talking about, there were a lot of Chaos Turbo qualifications this year. But historically, the Chaos Turbo strategy does not always do too well in the GOAT Format World Championship. So the question I have for you, the prediction I have for you, what percentage of the top 16 decks will be Chaos Turbo going into this year?
Because of how resilient Chaos Turbo is, I do think that 40% will be Chaos Turbo in the top 16.
40%. 40%. So you oh man, that's a lot. So you're saying about 7 of the top 16 decks roughly are going to be Chaos Turbo strategy.
Yeah, I'm saying at least 7. I'd be surprised if we're under 7. It's a very resilient deck, and there's a lot of what makes the deck so good is its ability to withstand Delinquent Duo, to get pluses here and there. It just feels like the deck comes back out of nowhere sometimes. Unless you kill them and the game's over. It's just like the longer the game goes on and they hit their power cards, it's just absolute domination, and it can come back from just everything. And it has a very good matchup against a lot of junk that I think that is going to have a really big showing in this event. So I do think Chaos Turbo will withstand the heat I don't know if it'll win, but I think it'll be a large proportion of the top 16.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, AJT. I'm gonna take the under. I don't think that many decks. I think maybe you might get 4. I think there's going to be a lot of aggressive strategies. I think there'll be a lot of warriors. I think Turbo may not have the best appearance this year. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just picking opposite of you just for the sake of it. But I think Chaos Turbo. I think people are going to show up to this tournament. They're going to have that strategy figured out. They're going to have a lot of tools in their decks to play the Chaos Turbo strategy. And I think that deck might not perform as well as it has this season. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right. Speaking of decks, we're talking about Chaos Turbo. We're talking about another deck that I was just kind of mentioning, alluding to, is the Warrior strategy. Will the Warrior strategy top this tournament? Top 8. Will there be a single Warrior player in the top 8 of this GOAT format tournament?
Yes, there will be, and the player will be John Labounty.
Oh, big prediction. So we got this. There will be a Warrior in the top 8, and it will be Jonathan LeBound. That's a huge kiss of death out here. I can't be calling out straight names like that because that's saying something. But I think you might be onto something. Maybe there could be a Warrior in there, but I think there's going to be a lot of Warriors in the top 8. I think maybe half of the top 8 might be the Warrior strategy. So if you guys aren't prepared for that, you need to get ready. So you're thinking LeBounty is going to be in the top 8.
Yeah, when I made that prediction, I don't think that it'll be just one. I think Warriors is a really good deck. If I had to pick out of the top 16, I'd probably say about 4 Warriors. So, going back to my previous number, about 7 Chaos Turbo, about 4 Warriors. I think that in the top 8, I think that there'll be 3 Warriors. So that's a very big prediction, considering that I only think that there's going to be 4 in the top 16. I think Warriors will do very well in the initial top 16 game.
Oh man, that's some bold stuff. Okay. All right. So a lot of duelists have this thing figured out. We kind of understand what the meta's looking like. I'm sure you have a deep analysis of the meta game yourself, but there are a lot of rogue strategies that can come in. What do you think that there will be any rogue strats in the top 16 of this tournament? If there are, what do you think that deck might be? Like any type of off meta strategy that you can possibly think of making it into the top performance of this tournament. Do you think that's going to happen? And if you do, what deck do you think that might be?
Is Relinquished?
Okay, we can count Relinquished as rogue. Okay,
if I'm counting Relinquished as rogue, I do think that there will be one deck in the top 16 that is rogue. I'm leaning more towards it being the Dimension Fusion type deck with reasoning. It's going to be one with, DMOC for sure. What variant is going to be up to the player's choice, but I think that Dimension Fusion will be represented, and I think that it'll sneak into the top 16.
Oh, okay. I like that, man. Good take. I think there will be a rogue deck. I think it's going to be something that hasn't been seen or featured before. I think someone's been holding on to a deck. I don't know what that could be. Maybe it's something wild like Gravekeepers, or maybe it's something wild like some kind of skill drain deck or something like that. I think it's going to be some crazy, wacky deck like that just comes over and shocks the field by surprise and makes a deep run into this tournament. So I do also believe that there will be a rogue strategy in the top 16. Okay, another question that I want to ask you, and this is something that we kind of talked about, this buy system. We had this buy system where duelists who played all season and grinded all season earn enough invitations they can achieve a buy in the first round of Swiss and perfect tiebreakers. Now, that gives you a great advantage, but do you think that advantage is great enough to carry you into day 2 and throughout the tournament? Question to you, will there be a duelist that achieves multiple invites, achieves a buy, or achieves perfect tiebreakers, not make it to day 2?
So looking at the invite count of 2, I think that a lot of them won't make the top 32. There's just a lot of people there. The advantage of having 2 is definitely not as significant as having 3, but there is definitely still an advantage. When I look at the 3 invite plus section, I'll just name them: Alvarado, myself, Rosito, LeBounty, Marcus Hayden, Moxie's Purple Drunk, and Lucas. I don't see it very likely that all of us don't make the top 32 just because of the way the math works. Us needing to go 3-3 or better, of course, to make day 2 is quite doable. I would bet, though, and I'm not going to pick anybody, just the way math works. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would easily bet that one of the 8 will not make day 2, just because of, assuming that all things are equal, 50-50 chances. You got you got a lot of coin flips there. It's a 50-50 chance of going 3 or better. So I'm going to say at least one of those names mentioned will not make it.
Okay. Wow. Wow. I disagree with you again. I'm gonna disagree with you. I think the
All
names.
right.
I'm gonna disagree with you just for. I mean, just for the sake. I take mathematics and I throw it out the window. Okay, this is all emotion right here, and I think that some of those players that you named are some of the best players we have in our game, and I think they have what it takes, especially when they feel like they have a leg up, you have an advantage, you can be more relaxed, a little more comfortable, and I think they can push it on into that next day. And that top 32, that day 2 is going to be an absolute dogfight from beginning all the way to the end. So it's going to be something. It's going to be knockdown, drag out all the way to the finish line. Okay, and one of the last thing I want to ask you, AJT, I don't want to take too much of your time because I know you got to train, you got to go get your mind right, you got to go get your study on. Who do you think is going to win? Not named AJTBLS. Give me 4 picks, and I'm going to write these down. Give me 4 picks of duelists that you think are going to win this tournament. Not named AJTBLS.
Okay, let's do it. Start with Marcus Hayden. Think he has a really great chance. These are not in any particular order. Just so happens that Marcus is on my team. I'm going to say Dale Bolito. I like Rosito's chances a lot. And you know what? I have to pick this guy, and this is going to be a shocker to some people. I'm taking John Wick.
Oh man, that's a deep cut. He comes out to play, and he's topped this thing before, and he comes out and grinds, man. I think those are some great choices. I wanna, you know what? I would make my picks, but I'm gonna leave them. I might leave it off because I don't want anybody to be biased. But you know what? Never mind.
You just got me on that.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Of course, I'll do mine. I'm picking. You know what? I'm gonna pick you. Oh, you know me. I'm a huge fan of AJT. I believe in you. I think you got what it takes. I'm putting AJT as one of my top choices. I'm also going to put Jonathan LaBounty as one of my top choices because he just been there before. You know, I like to trust the duelists that have been there before. Also, my sneaky sleeper pick is going to be the duelist that goes by the name of Splevin. I'm picking Splevin because Splevin's strong, man, and I've seen him out here, man. He's out here grinding, and his UI is finest. So I do believe in Splevin, and I also my last pick to kind of make a deep run that no one's kind of looking out for. I'm also going to throw my girl Pui in there. Pui might come on in there and knock some stuff out, man. So I'm picking those. Those are my high roll pick. Again, this is just based on my own emotional feelings, and I know that there are a lot of fantastic duels out here who can win. Anyone is capable of winning this tournament if you made it this far. You roll the dice enough, or come out, pluses for you, so you can anyone can win. But those are just some of the people that I think I would like to see. But that's I think that's pretty good, man. So I think we got some good predictions here. I think there's going to be a knockdown drag out event, and I'm so looking for. Are you ready, champ?
I'm so ready, and I hope the fans are ready too. If you got nothing going on this weekend and you're trying to watch it, make this a priority because this is a once a year event, and GOATS is at like an all-time high. You gotta watch it. This is much-watch television if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. You have to watch it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. All right, AJT, I don't want to take too much of your time, brother. I just want you to come by and get to see the people, and I'll be rooting for you from the booth, and I'll be rooting for all the players out there, and I hope you can have a great tournament.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, and that was a prediction special. Make sure you guys get into the comments section and tell me what you think about those predictions. Did AJT get it right? Did I get it right? Did we both just get it wrong? Also, give us your predictions down below. Answer all the questions that we did. Tell us who you think is going to win, what deck's going to perform, and how the Go Format World Championship is going to go. With that, I'm JDZ. I play Ghost. Until the next time, shout out to all the real ones. Salute to the OGs. Peace.